Hi, and welcome to EOU's Introduction to Banner. In this video, we will teach you the basics of how to use Banner, as well as several useful features of Banner. To launch Banner, if you are an off-campus employee, you must first visit EOU's page and download the launcher. Go to www.eou.edu/it/banner, then select the Banner button. Select Download. If you see a pop-up such as this one, select Keep. You may also see a pop-up asking if you would like to save or open the file. Select Save. After the file has finished downloading, move it to a directory of your choice, such as your desktop. To launch Banner from the file, simply double-click on the file. For on-campus employees, simply go to your Start menu in the bottom left corner, select All Apps or All Programs if you're on Windows 7, then scroll down until you find Banner. To launch, simply click on it. After you have launched Banner, it will look like this. To log in, you will enter your username and password. Select Connect, and it will log you in. After logging into Banner, this is what your screen will look like. If this is your first time logging into Banner and you are not prompted to update your password, please do so by clicking on the Change Banner Password link and then following the prompts. Updating your Banner colors. One of the useful features of Banner is that it allows you to update your colors. This can be used especially in test instances of Banner, so that you can identify them separate from your production. To update your Banner colors, select File in the top left corner, then select Preferences. On this screen, under the User Interface and Color Settings, you will see various options for updating your colors. For this video, I am using Banner Test. I like my Banner Test to be blue. To turn it blue, you can either update the value here using the RGB color, or you can select the drop-down button. The drop-down button opens this screen here, which allows you to select a color through various methods. I'm going to simply select this color, and then select OK. You see now that that is the color I chose. If you want the same color for the other options, you can either copy and paste, or you can continue to use the drop-down option. I prefer to update all the canvases to be the same color. Like so. After you have updated your colors to how you prefer them, select Save in the top left-hand corner. Then press the black X button to go back to the menu. The first thing to working in Banner is navigating to a Banner screen. There are two ways to do so. The first is to use this drop-down menu over here. Simply double-click on the folders to expand them until you find what you're looking for. For this, we will use the Spaden form. At this point, you can double-click on this and it will take you to your screen. The second way to navigate to a Banner screen is to use the Go To. To use this, you can type out the name of the form if you know it. If you cannot fully remember the name of it, you can also use the % symbol. This acts as a wildcard. So if we wanted to find all screens that ended with Aiden, we could do %AIDEN and hit enter. This will pop up a search results and show you all of the various forms that ended with Aiden. You see our Spaden form right there. If you hit OK after that, it will update your thing and take you to the form. Navigating within a Banner screen. Many screens will display an ID window such as this. If you know a person's EOU ID or 910 number, you can type it in and it will pre-populate with their name to the right. If you do not know their 910, but you know their name, you can tab to this other field from the ID field. The name format in this field is last comma first. So if we are looking for the person Mickey Mouse, we would type mouse, comma, space, Mickey. Also, please note that this field is not case sensitive. After you have entered what you want, press enter, and it finds the person. You may also use the % symbol here if you cannot remember, say, their entire first name. So you knew their last name was Mouse, and their first letter started with an M, but you can't remember the rest. Add a % symbol, then press enter. This will pop up an extended search if there are multiple results. Hit this drop down, it will show you the results. And there's our person, Mickey Mouse. Select it, and it will populate again. From here, you will then press either page down or the next block button. This takes you into the next area of the form. This particular form has several blocks, known also as tabs, and you can simply click to go through them, or press page down or page up. You can also use the next block and previous block. Some banner screens will have multiple records for you to view, such as this one with addresses. To view the multiple records, you can click on the down and up arrow of the scroll bar. You could use your scroll, or you can use the previous and next record buttons at the top. When a screen has several records like this, you are able to filter your results by using the query ability. To start a query, click the Enter Query button or Shift F7. This will clear your screen. If you are looking for a specific address type for this screen, you would select here and type in, say, MA for mailing address. You can also limit it further by saying you only want their mailing address for the state of Oregon, OR. After you have entered your criteria, simply select the Execute Query button or F7. This particular record does not have any records that meet this criteria, so it returned none. It may return several. If you do not want to filter anymore, simply select Cancel Query, and then this will clear out all of your filter criteria. Then select Execute Query again, and now you have all results. To go back to a previous screen, simply use the Exit button, like so. Editing records. If you have permission, you can easily edit records by selecting a field in the record and editing it, such as knowing that on this address, Act 209 was actually entered wrong. It was supposed to be Act 208. Simply click on the field or tab into the field and edit it. To save your changes, you can either press the Save button or press F10 on your keyboard. If you make a change and you do not want that change to be saved, select the Roll Back button. It will ask if you would like to save the changes you have made. Press No. Notice on this, it took me back to the ID field. If you still want to remain in that record, simply page down again. Creating new records. There are two ways of creating new records. The first is while on the screen you want to create the new record in, select the Insert Record button. This will create a blank entry for you that you can type in the information for your new record, like so. After you have entered your information, press Save or F10. The second way of inserting a new record is to enter query mode and then selecting Cancel Query. This will leave you with a blank page that you can then also enter your new information. Again, saving to save your record. In this instance, I had already created a personal email with the PRSN email type, and so it threw an error telling me I am unable to. To remove a record, such as this, you can select the Remove Record. This is also called deleting a record. There are very few circumstances outside of these where you should delete a record. Please do so carefully. Once a record is deleted, the data cannot be retrieved. Running a banner job in JobSub. Running a banner job in JobSub. To run a banner job, go to the GJA PCTL screen. On this screen, if you know the name of the job you're running, simply type it in. For this example, we will be using the FGR ODTH report. Again, tabbing fills in the description, which tells me in more detail the name of the job. If you do not know the name of the job you're needing to run, you can either press the down arrow or press F9. This takes you to the following screen that allows you to search using the query ability. After you have found and selected your job, such as so, you can double click on it and it will populate the field. After you have entered the name of your job, page down to the next block. Now that you are in the printer control block, there are several options you can enter here. The first is email. Email will send you your report directly to your email as an attachment. You can also enter no print. No print will send the report to your email with a link to download your report from. You can also leave the field blank. This will send your report directly to your default printer. Or, if you know the exact name of the printer you need it to, you can type in the name of the printer, such as EOU Print 59. For this example, I'm going to leave it as email. Go to the next block again, page down. This is the parameter value block. In this block, you will enter the various parameters available for the report. If you look to the left here, you will see information regarding the selected parameter. For example, this one, parameter fiscal year, has a length of 2. It is expecting a character. It is required. I can only enter it once. And the instructions tell me to enter a 2-digit fiscal year as YY, such as 17 for fiscal year 2017. If I go to the next one, I see that it is required, but it was already pre-filled with the default. I don't need to change the default, and so I will leave it as is. The next one is the begin date. This tells me that I need to enter it in the following format, such as 01 January of 2017. The end date. This is also a required field. However, it was pre-populated for me, and I'm okay with that selection. The next field you see is now optional. This particular report has several available parameters that requires you to actually scroll through them. However, the rest of these are mostly optional. The few required that are down here are already pre-filled, and I'm going to leave them as is. After you have entered all of your available parameters that you want to enter or are required to enter, page down again. This puts you in the submission block. From the submission block, you may save your parameters for future use by checking the Save Parameters as. You then can give this particular parameter set a name, such as example, as well as a description. Example set for video. Simply ignore the hold and submit. At this point, select Save or F10. You will get a pop-up telling you that you have saved your current parameter values. Hit OK. To view the status of your job, select Options and Review Job Status. This tells you the job you ran, the job number, what time it started at, what time it ended at, as well as the description. If the job was still in progress, this would state in progress. If an error occurred while running, it would state error. This tells me that the job successfully completed without a problem, and that I will have it located in my email, since I selected email. To run a job with a saved parameter set, either type in the name of your parameter set or use this drop-down to view your available parameter sets for this report. Since I only have one, it shows only one. Double-click it, pre-fills, and then page down. As you can see, it is pre-filled with all the previous parameters I entered. My Banner. One of the useful features of Banner is the My Banner folder. This appears right above your Banner folder and is simply called My Banner. Double-click to expand it. This folder allows you to save several screens that you may want to access quickly without having to type in every time, or they may be screens you use very infrequently but you don't want to forget the name. To add a screen from here, simply double-click on Select Build, or go to the GUAP MNU screen. On this screen, it will show you a list of all available screens. This does show you screens that you do not have access to, so please keep that in mind when you're going through this list. There are two ways to add a screen. The first is to click on the right side of the screen in the object field and simply type in the name of the field, such as Spaden. Pressing Tab will populate the description. If you happen to type in an invalid form and press Tab, it will yell at you and say invalid form. And if you try to save, it won't let you. Notice it states error in the bottom left-hand corner. Simply remove the record and then save, and it's successfully saved. The second method is to use the list on the left. Since this list is very large and you likely don't want to sit and scroll through the entire thing, it is recommended you use the query search ability to find a screen. So say I'm looking for all Aiden screens. I'm going to do my enter query, %Aiden, and then execute it. This gives me all available Aiden screens. I may not have access to all of them, but these are all of them. Now, to add one of these screens, simply go through and double-click on the screens you would like to add, such as Aiden and Paden. After you have double-clicked to where they are blue all of the screens you want to add, click the Insert button to add it to your banner screen. Notice it did not add a patent. This is because I did not have access to this screen, and so it prevented me from adding it. Once you have all your screens, be sure to save. After you close the screen, you will notice your My Banner remains empty. You will have to completely close Banner and log back in before you can view your My Banner screen. To log out of Banner, simply click on the Exit button. It will ask if you are sure you want to exit this Banner session. Click Yes. And that is it for this EOU Introduction to Banner training video. If you have any questions, please submit a ticket to infosys@eou.edu. Thank you.